Welcome back to our lesson of uploading our first video. Well, before uploading our first video, we have to follow a couple of steps. First is going to be uploading the first video, just, uploading it. Then there's going to be about the part about description and tags. Then it's about end screen and cards, thumbnails, and upload defaults. Well, this lesson is going to be divided into two parts. So in the first part, I'm going to show you how you'll be able to upload your first video, add in description and tags, and then add screens and cards. And in the next part, I'm going to show you about the thumbnail and about the upload defaults. So as this is going to be quite a long video, so without any further ado, let's just jump into the lesson. First, what you're going to do is open up the YouTube channel which you have, as I have MySmith Aurora, which is Gaming Geek 1934, and you can see about this info. This is a gaming channel. You can see in our description, just like we added in our previous lesson, we have our description in our about section. Okay, now if we want to upload our first video, what we need to do is go off to YouTube, not YouTube Studios. You can also do it from over here, upload videos, but I'm going to suggest you to go to YouTube, and you will find an icon over here called create. Okay, from here what you're going to do is click on create, and you will find this option of upload the video. Click on upload video, and you will find an interface like this will appear up, which will take you directly on YouTube Studio and in the content section. You can open it up from over here too. Select on content, click on upload videos, and you will find the same interface which will appear up. From here, what you're going to do is click on selected files or select files, and I'm going to click on this one, and you will find that the video is being uploaded over here. You can see uploading video. You can name it up from over here. You can cut it off if you want to. Now you are going to add in the title. Let's say this is going to be cinematic. I'm going to type in, I'm going to just click on over here, cinematic 101. So I'm going to keep it like this. And now as we have our video uploaded, now the first thing we are going to learn about is going to be our description. Well, this is going to be a different, or let's say a longer part of the video, because in our description there's going to be quite a lot of things. First off, what I'm going to do is open up another, let's say tab over here, and from here I'm going to go off to home. Now, let's say this is a gaming channel. And what is this video about? You can see it's all about greens and all of those, but I can also upload any other different type of videos according to our channel. But as this is about greens and the cinematic, I'm going to do is type in different thing. Let's say here I'm going to type in cinematic environment. Okay, let me just keep it like this. And here I'm going to do is environment cinematics. And you'll find a lot of these things which will appear up. You can see 2 minutes. You can see this is the one. And you can see environmental short films. We have Save Planet, Climate Change, Turning Points, and all of those. That's totally up to you how you're going to work with it. You can Turning Points, awareness. You can use whichever keyword you want to use. Let's say over here, I'm going to keep it to be cinematic environment. Let's say I'm going to type in short cinematic environment. Short cinematic environment. Let's say short green cinematics. You can also use that. Short green cinematics. Now I'm going to do is type in the description. And now I'm going to open up this video. I'm going to do is mute it up. And here in these type of videos, you can see that there are a couple of these descriptions which you can apply. Okay, you can use AI to generate your, let's say, your description, but you can also type it on your own. Well, there are a couple of, let's say, websites or a couple of software which is going to help you write your description, but you can write it on your own too. That's totally up to you. But as this is a video about cinematic, you can tell us about the description or something about the video. Let's say I'm going to type in let's say among the greenery, find something new, and disconnect to reconnect. Let's say I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, among the greenery, find something new, and disconnect to reconnect. You can type in more descriptions, because as you can see, we have this description over here. Then you can add in these tags, which I'll be able to show you a bit later. You can use tags, you can use the song links. Then there are also a couple of other, let's say, description where you will find out that there are a couple of links. Let's say I'm going to open this one up. You can see this is the one, and I'm going to go down, and in a couple of them you will find out links such as Facebook links. Then there is like Instagram links, Twitter links, and all of those. You can see there are parts of the video where you can also put these follows. Okay, so from here I'm going to do is copy these parts and put in my own links. I'm going to do is copy this, Control C, and put up first. I'm going to put on mine. And here what I'm going to do is going to be closing these off, which is like not mine. I'm going to do is cut this off. I'm going to do is cut this one off too. HTTP. I'm going to copy it up, which is going to be Smith, which is mine. SmithAurora.com/ I'm going to type in .com. Just keep it like this. You can also use something like this. I'm going to do is cut this one off. It's going to be Smith. I'm going to put in my name. This is my name, or this is my username. I'm going to do is cut this one off too. I'm going to put in mine, Smith Aurora. Do the same thing over here. Make sure that is like, the same one on your website, or let's say the same one on your social media. What I'm gonna do is cut this one off too. Smith Aurora. If you don't know what your link is, you can go off to websites such as Instagram, Bandcamp, or like whichever, and then just copy the link from over here or on your search bar, and then copy it and paste it right over here. Now, as I'm done on this part, I'm gonna do is make some spaces. Now let's say here I'm gonna do is put a couple more of, let's say, description. I'm gonna go over here, and you can see that there is short documentary and all of these. Let's go over here, and I'm gonna do is go off and open up another generator. Here I'm gonna do is type in ChatGPT. And when I open up ChatGPT, now in this modern era, all people use ChatGPT. So from here, I'm going to do is just log in, and then, show you a couple of description which you can use on your YouTube channel. Now you can see that I am on ChatGPT. Now I'm going to do is type in write a video description on art environmental cinematic. I'm gonna hit on enter, and this is going to give me a description, okay, which is going to be also, I can also copy that same thing, or I can stop the generating. I'm gonna do is copy that, use cancel, copy the whole thing, Control C, paste it right over here for YouTube. Hit on enter, it will generate mine, and you can see this is how it will look like. So what you can do is like copy this, or like take a couple of parts from it and then paste it up on your YouTube channel or your YouTube description. But from here, I'm not going to copy the whole thing, because sometimes it gives you a copyright claim, or sometimes it's not, because it is generating it on its own. You can take the idea from here and, use this over here. But just for example, I'm going to do is just copy this part, Control C. I'm going to do is paste it right over here. Then you can also make changes if you want to. Let's say over here, I'm going to do is from vast, untouched wilderness to busting skyscapes, not cityscapes. I'm going to do is cut this off, because I don't need this. to bustling. This film juxtaposes scenes of serenity or tranquility with the chaos of human development. I'm gonna do is cut this off too. Witness the splendor of majestic, let's say, greens, vibrant forests, and pristine coastlines. I'm not gonna need that anymore. Each frame a testament to the immense diversity and resilience of our planet. Greens. Okay, I'm done with this part, and then you will find out a couple of these options too, but as I don't have any of these, I'm gonna do is just put in something like enjoy the video. That's it. What I'm gonna do is follow my work on those stuffs, and you can put that too, and after you're done you have your description done. And one thing you have to keep in mind that you will be able to put only 5,000 words in your description. Okay, so that's like totally up to you. Then you have your video link, which is now applied over here. You can see that this is normal, and you also have HD. Okay, now I'm done with this video part. I'm gonna go down, and you can upload your thumbnail later on, but I'm going to show it to you later on. From here, as we're done with this part, I'm going to show you about tags. Now, if you want to put in tags, there are a couple of tags which you can use. Let's say from here, as it is green, so I'm going to do is search for, let's say, I'm going to go down and find out a couple of tags over here. Let's say I'm going to go over here, and here I'm going to do is type in greens. And you will find out greens, couple of these. I'm going to do is put in, let's say, hash greens. I'm going to type in hash cinematic, hash, let's say I'm going to put in hash, and let's say trees, see whichever let's say I'm going to type in trees, then put in whichever tags you want to use. Let's say I'm going to type in slow-mo. I'll type in slow-mo. I'm going to type in, let's say, hash further. I'm just going to put in further hash. Let's say I'm going to put in, let's say, whichever camera you're using. You can also do that. You can put in whichever camera or whichever tools or instruments you're using. That's also like totally up to you. Now, as we're done, I'm gonna do is put in, let's say, shorts. Okay, and as we're done, I'm gonna go down, and you can add in your playlist if you want to. You can add in your audience. You can, if it's for kids and all of those. Let's say age restriction advanced. You want to put yes, restrict my video. No, I'm gonna no, don't restrict my video, because there is no 18+ content. I'm gonna do show more, and you can see paid promotion. My video contains paid promotion if you have it. So I'm gonna do is make sure to use that if you do have it, but if you don't, then I'm gonna do is just keep it unselected or do not go through these advanced settings. Then you will find out these options of video. I'm gonna do is obviously find out, let's say, English, and then caption should be also English. Make sure to keep it none first, and then you will find out the recording date. You can also do that. You can also find out the video location if you want to. Then you can find out these options of license, and after you're done all of these, what you're gonna do is hold or like press on next. But in the next lesson, I'm going to show you about how you'll be able to upload that thumbnail, which is also very important. So let's move on to the lesson where I'm going to be showing you how you will make your thumbnail for your specific video. And hope you understood everything about this part. Welcome back to the second part of uploading your first video. Now, in this lesson, we are going to learn about our end screens, the thumbnail, and also uploading defaults. So, without any further ado, let's just jump into the lesson where we are going to learn about that. So when you open up YouTube Studio, even if you don't save it, you don't have to worry, because YouTube Studio has that facility or functionality which is going to help you to save your discarded, your video or your edits to be saved as draft. But you can also save it as private. That's like totally up to you. Now, if you want to like start editing back again on the same one, which is saved as draft, you'll find this option of edit draft. Click on this edit draft and you will find the same kind of things or whatever you edited over here. You can see that all of the edits which I added in my previous lesson has been added over here or has been saved over here. Now, just like I told you, we are going to learn about end screen and cards, and then we are going to learn about the thumbnail and the uploading defaults. So first off, we are still on details. Well, this is still about the description and tags and all of those. And now we have this option of thumbnail. You can see that there are a couple of these suggestions which I can use as a thumbnail over here as my video thumbnail. But if I don't want any of these, you might see that I'm going to go off to YouTube again. I'm going to search for YouTube and you will find out that for greenery cinematics, I'm going to do is greenery cinematics. Hit on enter and you can see that there are a couple of these options, or let's say a couple of these thumbnails that look very attractive, right? Now I'm going to make something like this, and to make something like this we are going to use Canva. Okay, I'm going to do is type in Canva. I'm going to log in on Canva and start editing my thumbnail on Canva. The first thing I'm going to do is going to be go off the presentation or project, whichever one you want. This is totally free, so you don't have to worry about anything. Let's say I'm going to do is create a design. When you click on create a design, what we're going to do is for video or whatever. Let's say I'm going to go off for video. Now you'll find out this interface like this will appear up, and this is going to be our short video. But if you don't want any of those, what you're going to do is go back, and from there you are going to select on create a design. Now let's say this is going to be for whiteboard, and you can select whichever one you want. From here I'm going to do is click on presentation, so I will make a presentation for my thumbnail. So I'm going to do is type in thumbnail. If you want to, you can type in thumbnail. That's like totally up to you. You will find a couple of these options, but what we're going to search here is going to be greenery. Now you'll find out greenery. You can see a couple of these options will appear up. Let's say green leaves or plants, aesthetics. That's like totally up to you how you're going to work with it. Let's say I'm going to do select on whichever one I want. Let's say I'm going to do is type in scenery. Hit on enter and you will find out a couple of these options will appear up. You can also, take on, let's say, photos or upload photos from like whatever one you want. So I'm going to use one of my photo, which I already have in my PC. So to do that, what I'm going to do is going to be clicking on this uploads. Click on upload files. And now I've selected the file which I want. And you can see this is being uploaded, which is right over here. And you will find out that this is right on this left side of your media section. What I'm going to do is going to be drag this up to this whiteboard. And then I'm going to do is extend the size. Let's say this is going to be my thumbnail on my video. You can see this looks a lot more better, and position it the way you want. Let's say I like it like this. Then you can also add in text if you want. So let's say I'm going to type in text. You can use whichever text you want to put. Let's say from here, I'm going to put in, let's say this one. Say now I have my text. I'm going to do is cut this off. What I'm going to do is click on this. You can put that too. You can use whichever text you want. I'm going to do is ungroup. I'm going to do is cut this off. Now, as I have my text over here, I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to do is align if you want to, but I'm going to do is put in your text, add a text box. Now, as I have my text box over here, I'm going to do is double click on it, cut this off. And then I'm going to do is going to be putting in, let's say, greenery. I'm going to do is extend the size. Do is put this up over here. I'm going to do is select this text again. And I'm going to do is decrease the size of this text. Let's say you can type it up from over here. So I'm going to put in 100. You can see this is 100. And just select this one too. Greenery on the go. Select this one too. I'm going to put this on 100. Let's say 120 is perfect. You can see this looks a lot more better. I'm going to do is put it up right over here. You can see this is center aligned. Just select this and delete. Now I have my, let's say, template or my thumbnail. Now, as I have my thumbnail, what will I do to save it? You'll have this option of share. And from here, what you're going to do is click on download. I'm going to do is click on download. You can like download it however you want, but I'm going to do is download it as a photo. I'm going to click on more. You find these other options too, which you'll be able to download. You can also save it just like download. I'm going to click on download now. And now it is starting to download my photo as a PDF standard. But if you want to save it, let's say I'm going to do is save it as something else. So what you're going to do is going to be not as presentation. From here, what we're going to do is going to be going back. I'm going to go back again, and you will find this option of create a design. And here, what you're going to do is make up a story or whatever business card, whichever one you want. Let's say I'm going to make up, let's say I'm going to need a whiteboard this time, unlimited. Okay, you'll find this to be unlimited. Now I'm going to do the same thing, go off to uploads and find this option. I'm going to paste it right over here. And as I have it over here, I'm going to do is when you go off to share, you'll find it's on download section. I'm going to do is click on that, and I'm going to do is select on it and right click, and you'll be able to do alternate text too, but that's like totally up to you. I'm going to click on like this download section, and you can select this one and go off the download section again and choose to download whichever one you want. You can see select 2 or more elements on your design and download section, select a file type, then choose download. Okay, what you have to do is select on it 2 or more, and then you'll be able to save it. But if you don't have that, you don't have to worry, because we have other options too, such as making up a photo or even a logo if you want to. You will find out that option of logo design. You will find it out right beneath. You can see it over here. And as I don't need a logo, what you can do is also click on it. You'll be able to duplicate it. It's like totally up to you. You can go off to elements and put in elements. You can add in text, brand hub, uploads, drop, projects. That's like totally up to you. You're going to work with it. You can see this is the paragraph text. I'm going to do is keep it right over here. Then I'm going to do is go off to greenery. Okay, I'm going to go off to my channel over here. I'm going to do is upload thumbnail. I'm going to do is click on verify, and I'm going to verify my YouTube studio. Then I'm going to do is put in my number and then start off my, let's say, I'm going to put in my logo. And one thing you have to keep in mind to keep yourself verified. If you don't have it verified, you will not be able to put in that thumbnail. Okay, I'm going to put in my phone number now. I'm going to keep it disclosed. Now you will find out a verification code sent to your phone number, and you can see that my phone number is now verified. I'm going to go off over here. I'm going to upload my thumbnail, and I'm going to do is press on got it, and I'm going to click on upload. And I'm going to do is you'll find out this option over here, but you will be able to upload whichever, you already have access to this. Try refreshing the page. I'm going to do is refresh the page. I'm going to do is reload, and you will find out these options or this functionality will appear up. I'm going to click on upload thumbnail. I'm going to do is go off to my desktop where I have my, let's say, which is saved over here. You can see that now I have my thumbnail like this. Now, as I have my thumbnail, what I'm going to do is going to be select on it, and we are done with it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is going to be adding in our screen or like end screen or card. To do that or to find that, what you're going to do is go up to this video element. In the video element, you will find out this option of add subtitle, add an end screen. Okay, you can import or add it up. Then what you have to keep in mind is that your video needs to be like 25 seconds or longer. Only then you'll be able to add that. But you don't have to worry about that. Then we have this option of add cards. I'm going to show it to you later on. Then you'll find this add card option, which is also quite the same. I'm going to do is start off from over here. And obviously you need your card at the end. Then you can add in whichever video you want. Let's say I'm going to put in one of the videos. Let's say I'm going to go up, and I'm going to do is use this video as a reference. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to click on share. I'm going to do is copy this video. I'm going to go off over here. I'm going to do is put in a channel or video. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to do is search videos. I'm going to do is paste it off, hit on enter, and you can find out these options. I'm going to click on it, and you will find out this forest, and you can see the card has been added. So when people click on it, they will be directed to that video. And that is how this cards actually work. You can select on it, and you can see from here we have related videos. And most of the time people use their own videos, but as I don't have any videos in my channel right now, I'm just showing it to you as an example. Okay, now we have our video card. I'm going to do is press on save, and our video card has been saved. And you can also put in end screens if you want to, but I'm going to show it to you a bit later. Let me just, get another video which is like 25 seconds or longer. Then we have is this checks option. In the checks option, you will find these copyright issues, no copyright found. So you are good to go. But if you have any copyright issues, you will find out this will be, crossed or cross-sectioned. Then you will obviously fall into a couple of hassle. Okay. Then we have is the last one, which is visibility. In the visibility option, we have the save or publish, private, unlisted, or public. Now, we have this option to save or publish. You can save your video and also publish it. But how do you want it to publish? You want to keep it private so only you'll be able to see it. You want to keep it unlisted. Anyone with the video link can watch your video, but nobody will find that video on your channel. Then we have this option of public so that everyone can watch that video. So I'm going to suggest you to keep it private for a couple of time and then share it privately. And then a couple of, time later, you'll be able to publish it. And then we have this schedule. And if you want to schedule it, let's say you have this video ready and you want to upload that video at this certain time, then you can put it up over here and that video will be public, or let's say everyone will be able to see it and that after that specific time. You can also set as premiere and set up the premiere too so that public watch page can be created and count down to the date. So people will be able to put countdown for your specific video and then they will be able to see it. So this is basically all of these default upload settings which you will be able to see in YouTube and when you are working on this section. Okay, then I'm going to show it to you the last one, which is going to be add an end screen. Let me just upload this video right now and put in another video to show you that. I'm going to press on next. After you're done with the video, click on next and next, and you're done. I'm going to do is not schedule, but I'm going to do save or publish. I'm going to keep it private and save it up. Now you will find out that the video is being visible and also put up on your channel, but it is totally private. Now you can also click on this and you can see that we have our thumbnail also ready. I'm going to click on it and you'll be able to see it if you want to. Let's say we go to YouTube and you'll find out these options appeared up. You can find out these, HD quality and whichever quality you want to use. And yet you can see at the first, we have our thumbnail to be the one which we kept it to be. Okay, so as we're done, you can find out these options too. And on the right side, you will find out a card which is paid over here. I'm gonna do is stop it up, and then on the right side, left side, you will find out these include paid promotion. We're gonna go through that later on, but you will find out that card when you are totally public on YouTube as a video, or let's say as a vlogger or whatever you are. Okay, now as we are done on this part, let me just show to you how you'll be able to put in end screen on your video. So I'm going to do is go off over here. I'm going to put in a video which is 25 seconds or longer. So I'm going to do is go off the video again. You can also go off this create, upload a video. I'm going to select the file. Now what I'm going to do is click on select file, do the same thing over here. I'm going to select on this video, and that video will be uploaded in a couple of time. Now you can see this is uploading. So I'm going to do is cut this off. What I'm going to do is put in my title, let's say another cinematic, like 101. I'm going to keep it like this and put in descriptions, whatever you want. But as we want our elements, this is not made for kids. I'm going to go off the video elements, put in this one, add, and you will find out this type of options will appear up. You will be able to put in whatever elements you want to put. Let's say I'm going to go off the end screens again. I'm going to do is put on this one if you want to, but as I don't want any of these, I'm going to press on delete. And you'll be able to see these options, put in whichever one you want. Let's say I'm going to click on this option, which is this one. I prefer most of the time like this, which will be one video for over here, one video over here. And this is my logo, subscribe, and all of those. Now let's say I'm going to put in one of the video. Let's say I'm going to click on it. Best view, press on Control V, whichever video you have, and then put the same thing over here. And after you're done, just click on save, and then you'll be good to go. So as I don't have any videos on this channel, so I'm not gonna put any of them. You can also import from video. That's totally up to you. But if you don't want that, just press on next and save it up just the way you want it. I'm gonna press on private and save it up, and then you are good to go. Now you know how you'll be able to put in videos and also put thumbnails, then end screen, and also put in descriptions and tags too. So thank you for watching this video up till the end, and let's move on to our next lesson where we are going to learn about understanding the platform of YouTube.